You can't manifest without action. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Your reality won't change until your behaviors change. Welcome to the Built Not Wished podcast with Desiree Santana. I am the host. And if you're new here, welcome. This is a place where people who are building their dream life instead of wishing for it conversate. Okay? So if you're new here, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. And hit the bell notifications. I will have new episodes every Tuesday at 9, so you can stay tuned and start taking actions towards your dreams. Okay, let's get right into it. Why just thinking positive isn't, it's like you're just wishing at that point. And over here at Built Not Wish, we don't live by that. We don't sit around and wish. So when you're thinking just positively, but you're not taking any type of aligned actions towards your dreams, course you're not going to manifest. I hate when people say that you can just manifest by thinking something and it'll just come and appear out of nowhere. Yeah, right. Let's get real. If we are living in this 3D reality where literally everything is matter and there's objects, there's just life, okay, what makes you think that you shouldn't be taking aligned action? Because action is how you are going to manifest your dream life, not by wishing and thinking positively and saying your affirmations and doing your visualizations. You have to get up. You have to make moves, whether you're tired, whether you don't feel like it, whether you're not motivated. You have to get your ass up and take action. That's just the way it is. If you want to be rich, successful, and you have a certain goal in mind, whatever it is, because there's so many things that people want to do, you need to take action. And what are you waiting for is my question for you. The truth about manifestation is that you have to take action. Okay? So ask yourself, am I taking action? Like anything, any type of movement? Is there any type of momentum going? Or am I kind of delaying because I'm just hoping or wishing? Really have a talk with yourself and ask yourself that, because a lot of people think they can just manifest by just being inspired and wishing for it and thinking positive, but that's not the case. You need to be determined and you need to get up every day and start becoming that person that you dream to be. Straight up. I mean, how else do you think other people get what they want in life? They don't just sit around waiting. And this is crucial for you. Live by discipline, not motivation. You need to become it. You need to become that person that you dream to be of. Why keep sitting around waiting to be that person? Waiting for the right opportunity, waiting when you have more money, waiting when you're skinnier, waiting for when you leave that relationship. Like, come on. Enough is enough. People think you can manifest just by visualizing, right? Or saying your affirmations, and that is not the case. If you want to manifest fast at that, you need to get your ass up and you need to start dressing like the person who is that boss bitch or that boss guy. And you need to start handling business. You need to have a plan. You need to get on your shit. Stop fucking feeling sorry for yourself. Seriously, you are worth so much more than that. And once you realize this and you just start becoming that identity, there's no holding back. You are destined to succeed. Because I love this about manifestation. It's called self-concept. Act as if we live by that, okay? Here at Built Not Wished. Act as if you want to be a gym trainer or entrepreneur or just a happy husband who's rich and wealthy and happy. Then what does that person do every day? Ask yourself, what do they eat? What do they do with their time? Is that person scrolling on social media, comparing, just being distracted? No, you need to cut that shit out and focus, okay? Because that's the only way you'll experience any type of growth in your life. Your small habits that you do every single day determine your future and who you are. Yes. So the time you wake up, the things you do with your time, the way you talk to yourself, the way you eat, all of that matters. It's so crucial. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to end up rock bottom like I was, and passing time wishing that you would have had more courage and you would have been full of regrets, and you don't want that. And a simple fix is your habits. Every day, what are you doing? Ask yourself, is what I'm doing taking me closer to who I want to be or getting me closer to the money I want to make. Get dead ass serious with yourself and start jotting stuff down. You think it's cheesy, but you need to get on it because small habits compound like an investment. Love this. You invest in yourself and there's no stopping you. Invest in your knowledge. You don't need to go to college. And if you do, great. Congratulations. Get an education. You should be trying to learn. Go on YouTube. Watch videos. Self-teach yourself whatever the hell you want to do because your dreams are possible. You just need to take the action. It's as simple as that. When you live by discipline, your life will transform, okay? Because guess what? Not every day are you going to feel motivated. Not every day are you going to want to film. Not every day are you going to want to do that workout. Not every day are you going to want to go to work or go to church. But when you do anyways, you are building something so strong that nobody can ever take away from you because all of that ends up, it's like, okay, you go to work and you work your shift, right? And then you get paid. Those things that you do, even when you feel tired, end up, you get an output. It's cause and effect. So you're putting the cause in, you're going to get the effect. So why not make moves? Why not start today? Because life is short and I'm pretty sure you don't want to keep regretting your life. We live in an abundant world, okay? There's so much technology, there's so much money, there's so many trees, there's so much air to breathe, there's just an abundance of cars, different types, all kinds, super cool. There's an abundance of people, abundance of everything, okay? So why can't you accomplish your dreams? Why are you limiting yourself? Stop with the limiting beliefs. Discipline speeds up manifestation. It really does. Because when you're disciplined and you know what you got to do, there's no stopping it from coming in. The universe or God is like, wow, they're putting in the work. They are getting down to business. They are it. I have no choice but to bring forth everything that they want because they are it. They're putting in the work and they embody it. It's like, how do you expect to be rich, successful, or whatever you dream of in life? How do you expect it if you're not becoming it? Okay, so take that in. You know what you need to do, but are you doing it? See, the difference between knowing and doing, I think you need help with that. And that's okay. I do it all the time too. I need help too. And we're all learning. Okay. But guess what? When you start doing, your life is going to change. Okay. Because I know deep down inside that you know what you got to do and you know who you want to be and you know what you want in life. So instead of just knowing, why don't you start doing? For example, me. A few months ago, I was going through postpartum depression. I was at rock bottom at my heaviest weight. And I was like, man, I gotta wake up and change my life. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted a podcast. I knew I wanted to build a personal brand. I knew I wanted businesses. I knew I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. And I got tired of just knowing what I wanted to do. And I started doing the damn thing. I got my ass up. I bought tirzepatide. I hopped on the GLP-1 thing. And I was like, I'm taking this serious. I need to get back on track. I sought out treatment for my postpartum depression. I got help. I started talking to a therapist. And my whole life changed. Because there comes a turning point, a shift in your mind. And that's what I want you guys to have, is that shift where you are no longer waiting. You're no longer waiting for your future self. You're becoming that person right now in real time. And everybody is just fascinated because your consistency. Just show up every single day. Do the damn thing. Put in the work that it takes. Whatever you're trying to do, it's all a learning experience. You're gonna fail. I fail all the time. I still am learning so much, and it's just the start. But that's what's so beautiful about building your dream life, is the learning process. You are going to fail, and it's okay. Would you rather be bummed that you failed for trying to be a badass, or would you rather be bummed that you didn't even try and you're just being a loser who feel sorry for themselves. I'm sure you don't want that. So let's start taking action, you guys. You keep thinking about your dream life, but you're not doing anything about it. And I was there too. When I had my daughter Cassandra, my most recent daughter, I have 2 daughters. She's 5 months. Anyways, when I had her around that time last year, in 2025, I was like having like an epiphany, just realizing, okay, I'm going to be 30 and I want to have a podcast. I've been wanting to have a podcast. I've been wanting to start making content, start taking my health and wellness serious and getting to business. And there came that shift by me taking accountability of my own life. And I want you guys to have that too. Ask yourself, am I taking accountability or am I feeling sorry for myself or making excuses or blaming my circumstances? Because I've been there. I used to blame my circumstances for my whole life. Oh, I can't do this because there's not enough space. That's my biggest one. If you know me, you know that that's an issue of mine. I don't have enough space. But screw it. Do the damn thing. Because you can be great, and you will be if you just focus and stay disciplined. I'm nowhere near where I want to be in life, and that's okay because either way, I'm still doing the damn thing, and I know that as long as I'm consistent, I'm destined to succeed. When I first started filming content, I was like, ew, I look disgusting, so ashamed. But I was like, fuck it, like if I don't ever start, then when am I? You have to get sick of telling yourself I'll start tomorrow and start taking action for once. Okay, guys? So if you enjoyed this podcast, like, subscribe, and follow or comment and let me know what you think. And if you want, check out the link in my description. It is for my stand store. It is the Change Your Mind, Change Your Life guide. If you're serious about changing your mind, guys, and changing your life, then I recommend you download my guide and start taking action. Okay? I love you guys. Stay tuned for next week's episode 4, every Tuesday at 9. And I love you guys, okay?